What's happening, boys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy here, and today I want to try something a little bit different. Now, I've been talking to loads of people recently about the Dark Dimension, specifically Fear the Darkness. And one of the biggest questions a lot of people ask is, what's the best team for it? Who should we use? Who do we target first? All that type of thing. And there's some nodes that are really, really tricky, you know. I don't know how some of these guys do it in 3 hours. I don't. I'm nowhere near that level whatsoever. However, what I wanted to do is start having a look at it by node basis. Now, hopefully, we can get most of these nodes done in a single take or a single day. And there will be some nodes, like the Deadpool node, for example, that takes multiple attempts or a couple of days to get through it. Now, on this one, we're going to be experimenting per node with different teams. So we're on node 3 at the moment, tomorrow will be node 4, etc, etc. However, if we get stuck on node 3, when I do the 4th time round, we'll try a different team and we'll find out what works best, and hopefully keep you guys really well informed, or give you a rough idea if you're prepping for Fear the Darkness for your first go through, your second go through, whatever. Now, one thing I do want to say is I am one gear piece away from Ultron being gear tier 13. Now, I'm not going to put Ultron in this because Ultron makes this auto. Like, you just auto it, Minerva, Ultron, don't care who else is left, you're good to go. So we're not going to do that. We are going to go the harder route and not use Ultron, and hopefully give you guys a better idea of what to do. Now, my layout for this is going to be Shield Security, Nick Fury, Jessica Jones, Minerva, and Star-Lord. Star-Lord has got to be next to Minerva. The reason that I've got JJ in there as opposed to a different healer or a tank or anything like that is she's also going to be generating energy for Minerva. Minerva really, really is key. And without her, I'm not entirely sure who you'd use, truth be told. Maybe we'll have a little look at a team without Minerva on the next playthrough. We'll have a little look. But ideally, I can't think of anyone else that would replace her. That's how disgustingly overpowered she is for this game mode. So without further ado, we'll load on in and let's see, fingers crossed, we can one-shot the node and get it done in a single day, and then hopefully move on to node 4 tomorrow, and so on and so on and so on. Fingers crossed. That's the plan. Man with a plan. See, the reason a lot of people as well contact me and were like, "Whoa, what happened to the daily updates with Fear the Darkness on your second run through?" Now, what happened was, on our second day, we actually went through like 8 nodes in one go, and it would have just been a big video to upload. So I actually decided against it. Maybe I still will. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, if you still want that uploaded. But yeah, it was a big old video. Now, right, there's a lot of different ones that we can target straight away. We're probably going to go for Trooper and see if we can get some damage on him to start with. We're going to blind a couple of them as well, feed in some energy. Now that he's blinded, I don't really mind, and we're going to clear everything off Fury. Ideally, now we want to take Fury now that Security's blinded. This is a massive heal, but honestly, it's just a massive AoE. It's just a massive AoE. Where it scales off the percentage of health that it steals, and with just how stupidly tanky these guys are, it's just a massive damage. It's like Minerva's probably going to be your biggest damage dealer in most of these nodes. So we're going to call in some help. Stay on Fury ideally. We're going to generate some energy and clear that debuff off. See, Trooper is back in action now. But let's see if we can steal that defense up. Now I'm going to go back to Trooper. Because I do type of want him gone. He's literally back. He's bang in the center of all them targets that I want to be hitting on a fairly regular basis. So again, we're going to whack in the blind. He resisted it, but we generated a ton of energy for Minerva. And our job is solely to keep Minerva alive. Now, I don't know why Shield Security is not taunted there. Now he's taunted there. Lovely. Get the bit of that up. We've got the taunt, so we're okay at the moment. We're okay at the moment. Still piling in there. There we go. Will that take him out? It doesn't. Do we generate any energy? We don't. That's going to be the death of Trooper. We get a little mini heal up. And we are going to... I think we're going to go straight on to Black Widow there. Black Widow's giving the speed. No, you know what? We're going to go on to Fury. We're going to go on to Fury. I feel like that's the wiser move. So we'll put the blind up. We'll generate a little bit of energy. We probably didn't need to. We probably could have waited till the next go for that. But why not? We're going to clear them buffs off. And then I thought, I panicked there. I genuinely thought that was Minerva dead. I was like, what? No way. Let's go on to Fury again. Minerva's got that slow. That was such a pain. That's going to be a full heal for everyone. So it was pretty clutch. Well, nearly a full heal. That was pretty clutch, but it needed to be done. Right, generate the speed up for everyone. And this is going all right. This is actually going all right. So that should be Fury down in a couple of shots. Then probably going to go on to Black Widow, then Quake. So let's call in some minions. Generate the energy. Lucky enough that went on to Minerva as well. That was a bit of a result. As you see, we've also got the... we've got her bonus up again. So anyone that can generate energy for Minerva really is the way forward. Really is the way forward. So, boom. I think we're good to... I think we were good as gold here. Still staying on Quake for a little bit. Hopefully that's going to drop Quake when we get the Minerva thing. So, what we're going to do is... I really want to target Black Widow, but she's got the offense up. So I'm going to go into one of these assaults and see if we can get some damage done there. With the anticipation of that killing Quake. I didn't want to waste any type of damage on Quake when I was pretty sure she was already going to die. So again, now I want to be taking out Black Widow. I really don't want her giving speed up to all these guys. But we are going to give some speed to everyone. And the good thing about shield security, now we're going to be trying around a lot of different tanks at the moment, we really are. But the good thing about shield security is if anyone falls below 25% health, he's instantly going to taunt. The only trouble is if he is sped up from Nick Fury, that taunt doesn't stay there that long. But he is going to be our last protection basically for Minerva. Obviously big AoE damage does nothing to help us. So all right, we'll get the blind on Trooper. And generate some energy and call in some minions. Now the minions have done absolutely nothing, but every time a minion dies, Minerva gets a little bit more speed bar, and it's all about just generating energy for Minerva. It's simple as that. Right, unfortunately, we are fairly stuck with what we can target. We've got to be going on to Captain America, unfortunately, even though we really don't want to. Get the blind going. Ideally, I want Star-Lord's blind at max rank. That third target could be really, really handy, but unfortunately, we haven't got it at the moment. So we're one energy away, but we don't need to be targeting Captain America anymore, so we're going to go on to this assault. Ideally, I want to be taking out Black Widow, but it's not an option right now. That taunt needs to come up sharpish. It does. Beautiful. And then go there. All right. So they're all stuck, but they've got that. They've got their AOE turn. This should be a full heal for us. Absolutely beautiful. It's going nicely. It's going nicely. I really want Black Widow dead by now. I've got to be honest. She should be. She should have been out by now. Can only target Captain America. So we'll get the blind, generate some energy. We'll clear that taunt. It's probably one of the only times that we're going to be using ultimate is when we're trying to clear a taunt. You know, when we're stuck on a character that we really don't want to be doing, then we'll use the taunt, and that's about it. This will chain, so we'll start on the far right. Again, get the blind perfect. It blinded Trooper as well. We'll generate some more energy. Get that full heal going, even though everyone's fully healed. And as you can see, Black Widow's nearly getting killed just by the AoE now. Alright, going in there. We are stuck, but the taunt comes up. We'll call in some minions with the hope that we can then cloak Star-Lord, but we'll see what happens. Nope. Poor old minions. They're getting absolutely battered. Alright, give everyone speed up. Staying on Trooper for a little bit now. Yep, staying on Trooper. Or can we take out that assault? Maybe take out that assault. Wouldn't be a bad shout. Gets that heal when we kill him as well. Absolutely beautiful. Get the blind going again and generate that energy. As long as it goes to Minerva, it's always good. Even if the blind's resisted, but Minerva's got extra energy, all good. All good. See where that goes. Could have probably killed her off there, but we'll see. Ideally now I'm trying to whittle these all down fairly low, so the Minerva ult will actually kill these two off straight away. And if we can get a third one, then we can get a third one. All power to you. And as long as we're not taking too much damage from Trooper, I'm all good with that. Hopefully Minerva's got her go soon, and hopefully she's got that heal good ready to go. There we go, and this should kill two of them at least. And we're nearly down to 3. There we go. So, obviously, he is our big one, but Captain America's nearly gone. So is that that assault. So we're going to take out that assault to start with, then go on to Captain America real quick. See if we can just get rid of him. What we ideally want to do is kill him before that happened, before that taunt comes in, or before that heal comes in. So now we're going to take out Trooper, and everyone's pretty much on full health. Everyone's pretty chilled. Everyone's pretty chilled. We'll generate some energy still. We're still not going to the point that we're going to basic this out yet. We're still not at that point. We'll clear that taunt because it's a bit of an annoyance, and he is going to get cloaked next go. Oh, that heal's so annoying. See, the trouble is we've got to try and keep both of these guys low, or just take out Operative and like basically do this with Operative. But then I really don't want to be eating shots for absolutely no reason. So, fingers crossed, that's going to be enough. Hopefully the bleeds are going to be enough. We'll still target him just to make sure, but hopefully the bleeds are going to be enough. Oh, I don't want to target him anymore. I really don't. Should we risk it for the... No, let's just... You know what? Better than... it's better than, like, praying, right? It's better than just a guaranteed dead is better. And now we can pretty much start to look at basicing this out. Nearly. Even like the crazy thing is with all this health in there, is it like really worth basicing out? You're going to get a lot of time to, even if you're just killing one particular minion, you're actually going to get a lot of attacks on that minion. Now you might not want to use your big skills if you don't need to, but play it by ear, you know, play it by ear. Keep in mind, if you're one-shotting nodes, you're going to get to straight into the next node, and sometimes that's worth thinking about as well. Going in there with all your cooldowns and everything like that, all ready and raring to go. So I'm going to be taking out Operative. Operative is my big thing right now. Don't care about the others. Try and stack up some bleeds if need be. I would have even ulted on that just in case, just to guarantee it. Right, now we'll just go into Assault and play back and forth between these two. We're probably going to get a heal up here, right? The reason for that is I want everyone to go in absolutely full. And we are going to have to spend a little bit of time basicing this tank out. So it makes sense just to do it. I tried to clear the taunt. It didn't work. Fairly slowed. There we go. Let's see if we can go back over here now. Star-Lord gains energy for fun, so I'm not even worried about his cooldowns ever. Like, he just gains energy for fun. There we go. Now, the reason why we're starting on the third node, guys, is my last video that I actually uploaded to this, or about Fear the Darkness. We actually one-shot the first two nodes. What I will do is leave a link at the end of this video to that one, because now we are just literally basicing this out. And I feel like this team worked fairly well. I feel like we type of dice with death a little bit to start with. But if you look at us now, we are literally on full health. So I feel like this team worked out really well. Could there have been a better tank instead of shield security? Very possibly. Very possibly. Maybe Luke Cage would have been done better in there. I'm just thinking out of who I've got available is Luke Cage or Colossus. Colossus would have done all right, but Colossus really comes to grips when you've got Phoenix in there as well. Now, the trouble with Phoenix is, as amazing as she is in Fear the Darkness, you can only really use her on one node. She does an insane amount of damage, but that's only when she causes her summon Dark Phoenix to come out, and then you've got to spend your power cores to refresh her for the next node if you one-shot it, and sometimes that can work out a little bit expensive. But there we go, guys and girls. That is how you do the third node, or at least how I do the third node. There are obviously different alternatives, different teams that you can use, and let me know down in the comments what you thought of the video first and foremost, and what teams you used, guys. If you did like the video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. If you want to talk to me down in person, leave a comment down below. I'll do my very best to get back to you as quick as humanly possible. If not, you can find me over at my Twitch page, which is www.twitch.tv/Shanksy. I hope to see you over there, guys. But until next time, take it easy. Peace.